Hey, what's up, everybody? Long time no see. It's Kiljaedas. How's it going? We're back. That's right, we're back. It's time for the Raiders recap. It's been a long off season, and I do have to apologize. Let's just say that it was very frustrating last year on how pretty much how much the Raiders had imploded, and yeah, I was definitely not in the right frame of mind, and I stopped doing Raiders recap videos because of that. But we're back. We're gonna try to be a little bit more positive this time, but we'll see. There's been a lot of changes. New location. Like it? Also, look at that. Married too. So I gotta behave myself somewhat after all. There's not just me in this living space. So, without further ado, though, what this episode is, pretty much, let's go ahead and recap the preseason. Ain't that cool? Yeah, we're moving up a little bit. I like it a lot. Look at that. I'm doing a PowerPoint presentation. Yeah. Sophisticated. Come a long way from just a camcorder in my grandma's basement. Wow. All right, moving on though. Let's go over. Again, there was a lot of questions that had to happen with the Raiders come after our season that ended. It was a lot to take in. The one thing that we had to try to do was that we had to find a replacement for Paul Gunther because his system just sucked. And we fired him. So we had to find a replacement. Luckily, we found someone. Gus Bradley, the architect of the Boom, the Legion of Boom, I should say. This was a great pickup, I think. He did come with the Chargers for a little bit, but we got him, and I have to say, I'm really interested in what he's gonna have. The main thing I just hope that he's able to do is just get our secondary under control so that we're not freaking Swiss cheese. Not only that, get to the freaking quarterback. That is the one thing that we've been struggling with. I just hope that we can get that done. Oh. This is a great hire. That's all I can say. But moving on though, we do have to discuss the players that we have lost and everything. And this kind of hit hard for me at the time, which is funny. Here it was. So Tahir Whitehead got let go to free agency. We didn't pick him back up again. I just, he was a solid linebacker for us. Don't get me wrong, but he just did not develop the way we want him to in our defensive schematic. And again, he was asking for a lot more money than we were wanting him to, so we had to let him go. It sucks, but it just had to be done. The main thing, though, is simply our offensive line. The freaking media torched us because of this, of what happened. We traded away 3 of our offensive linemen. The big one to me was Rodney Hudson. A solid freaking center for us. We can't get any better than that. And we lost them. Not only because we need the cap space, but because it sucked. It sucked so much. And it was hard to see him go. But again, he went to the Cardinals, so hopefully he does well there. The next is Trent Brown. Trent Brown did not want to be a Raider. let's just face it, guys. He did not want to be a Raider. His Twitter account and any kind of social media account that he had, it was always New England Patriot stuff. It was never him in a Raider uniform at all. And if he ever showed anything, any posts and everything, it was freaking New England Patriots. That just shows that he was not committed to the team. He didn't want to be a Raider. He was sitting there collecting a paycheck while doing absolutely nothing. Good riddance to him, and fuck Trent Brown. I hope. Nope, I'm not going to hope anything. I'm just going to say screw him, and that's it. The next, though, is Gabe Jackson to trade. We went and trade him to the Seahawks. It sucked that we had to let him go. He was a decent lineman for us, but again, we were shedding cap space and everything. So what can you do? I mean, it sucked that he had to go, but it had to be done. And we got a bunch of draft picks for him. And by the way, I forgot. Trent Brown went back to his little Patriots that he adores so much. Seriously, screw that guy. Screw him. But moving on, though, here's some players that we have gained, which I thought was awesome. And of course, here we are with just some, not a whole lot, but just some notable players that we gained through free agency. We have running back Kenyon Drake that was part of the Cardinals. Yannick Ngakoue, who was part of the Vikings and Ravens. That is huge. Again, he's a defensive end. We need someone to get to the quarterback. We need someone to get to the quarterback. That is... And Ngakoue is going to help us get to there. You're going to only have to be able to freaking, double team one of them. The rest of them, you can't. You can't double team both of them because either way, we're going to get to the quarterback. Hopefully it's one of our defensive ends in freaking Crosby or Ngakoue. I'm excited for this. Next is Quentin Jefferson, defensive lineman. He was from the Bills. This is a solid pickup. John Brown from the Bills. He could fit into that role that Nelson Aguilar could fit in. I was very excited when I heard about this signing. Then you got Matt Dickerson. He was from the Titans. Solomon Thomas from the 49ers. Nick Martin from the Texans. Casey Hayward from the Chargers. Denzel Perryman through a trade with the Chargers. Denzel Perryman does have some injury issues. I am hoping that he's okay. Another one that I did not put down there, which happened a little while ago, Wright, the defensive man of Wright from the Seahawks, he came over here through free agency. Big pickup. I can't get any happier than that. Again, we're kind of short in the linebacker situation. Hopefully it pans out for us. But for now, though, I mean, here's what happened after it was all said and done in the preseason, though. All but two ended up getting onto the team. Matt Dickerson, he got let go, and then John Brown just flat out quit. That is something that I am trying to figure out, guys. Why did he just leave? Like, did he just suddenly did he not think that he was going to get enough playing time? Did he not like the system? Did he not perform well enough to where he thought that he was actually going to just be cut? So he decided to save himself the embarrassment of being cut and say that and just leave. I don't know the the circumstances behind it. I hope it comes out soon. It irritates me so much that he decided to leave because we have a great offense, and it'd be even better if he was with us. So, what can you do? Next man up. Let's get it done in the wide receiver position. I have complete faith in our wide receivers. There is no doubt for me that that we can easily, make sure that we fill in that need that John Brown just decided not to give us. I know I skimmed over him before, but Nick Martin who's the center for the Texans. I am not. I mean, this is what kind of let me kind of heal the wound for me when Rodney Hudson left. I'm just glad that he is with us. I mean, Nick Martin is a very solid center, so I'm sure he's glad to be away from the Texans too. Yeah, hopefully that will happen. Hopefully that's good to go. Speaking of which, of course we have to also talk about the players that got drafted too. They're also an addition to our football team. When I sat there during the draft, I was hoping that they wouldn't do that. Again, I think to myself, Raiders, don't do anything stupid. Just pick the players that we need. Of course, I'm more defensive minded, I should say. So obviously, I was hoping for defensive players throughout the entire draft. But apparently not so, as the first pick went to offensive tackle Alex Leatherwood from Bama, and trust me, I'm sure I was not freaking out about this like everyone else was during the draft. It just made me pause for a minute. I'm going, like, yeah, I get it. It is a great pick. But again, on round 1, that was the thing that just made me go, was he really worth that round 1? Which, yeah, it boggled my mind. I wasn't like those other Raider fans they're just like, oh, and we're just going, what the fuck? That wasn't me. But if you go down even more, again, my prayers have been answered, because round 2 we got Trayvon Moehrig from TCU, who is a safety. I mean, this dude is a beast, and I'm very glad that we got him. I'm like, okay, there's our defensive, pick and everything, so that's good. Then of course, round 3 we got linebacker Malcolm Kuntz from Buffalo, and Divine Diablo, a safety from Virginia Tech. Again, 2 defensive players more. That's good. Malcolm Kuntz, he's said to be a beast, and I'm like, oh, he's from Buffalo. We know a certain person that was also from Buffalo that played for us. He turned out to be really, really good. I just hope that Malcolm Kuntz isn't like him and demand the entire payroll of the team in order to pay him. So hopefully that pans out. Divine Diablo, you can't get any better of a name than Diablo and have him be on the Raiders. That's just woo. But moving on though, on the 4th round, we had Tyree Gillespie from Missouri. Then we had round 5 was Nate Hobbs from Illinois, and then after that we had the center Jimmy Morsey from Pittsburgh. And as it panned out, everyone made the team except for Jimmy Morsey, who is now in our practice squad. That's hence the line through it. According to everyone in training camp and stuff like that, and not only that, but watching the games, Nate Hobbs is a freaking beast of a man. I hope that he can perform. I mean, he could get a starting position. Who knows? But a lot of people have been praising Nate Hobbs. I'm looking forward to it. I really am. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi, yes. Mm-hmm. I love you. And she took down the flag. All right. Now that we took a little wifey break and everything. So, moving on though to preseason, we we played 3 games instead of 4, just because we have an extra game pretty much. I don't mind that at all. I kind of get why they're doing it, but at the same time, the main thing is that we finished 2-1. Surprising enough, we played most of our backups, and basically just had a battle of the backups the entire time. Like the first string didn't hardly play it at all, except there's a couple of starters for the defense that showed up, but not that. It was a bit confusing, but at the same time I get it. We wanted to have Nathan Perryman get some more reps, and and I kind of get it from what Derek Carr was actually saying when he said that he doesn't want Marcus Mariota to leave because he wants him to stay. I kind of get that. Again, you want to save your trade potential with Marcus Mariota. Of course, now with Cam Newton kind of hitting the free agency, doubt anyone's going to be knocking on Marcus Mariota's door now. But anyways, we did finish 2-1. Of course, our first game was against the ever hated by me Seattle Seahawks, and we beat them 20-7. I don't care. It's preseason. In your freaking faces. I hate the Seattle Seahawks. I do. I hate them more than the Chiefs. You may not understand it because you're not from Alaska. But then again, if you're from Alaska, then you know how much you hate the Seattle Sea Chickens. Seriously. Moving on though. We did win against the LA Rams in a very close game. It was actually a very exciting game, even though it was just preseason. I enjoyed it. Those were the two games that I was actually able to watch on the TV and stuff. Yeah, I was very pleased with it. And then of course we went to the San Francisco to play the 49ers, and we lost that 10-34. However, I should put an asterisk down there, but I didn't. San Francisco started their starters against us, and we were starting to get in rhythm by the time they took the starters out. Just saying, if 49er fans are actually rubbing it in our faces that they beat us, let's see you try that when it's starting unit versus starting unit instead of your starting unit against our bench. Moving on though. Oh, buddy! That's right. Our first game of the season on the 13th of September. The Raiders versus the Ravens at Monday Night Football inside the Death Star. I'm going to project that honestly, when it comes to this matchup, I am going to say that we're going to win this one. But I would not be surprised if the Ravens beat us. After all, we have such a hard time against mobile quarterbacks. It is stupid. Extremely stupid. So I'm hoping we can get a win with this. This is going to be the one game that is going to decide what we are going to be as a team, especially our defense and our offensive line, because those are the two questions that bug me at night when I'm thinking about the Raiders. How's our offensive line going to be? And then how is our defense going to be? I am more worried about the defense just because our offensive line are guys that have already, have been taken over the starters position last year because everyone was injured. But at the same time, I am also just extremely I am just concerned about that defense, and I hope through Gus Bradley our defense is just revamped and everything. That's all you can ask for. Speaking of which, though, we do have a season going up. My goal for the Raiders, once again, it's going to be a repeat on what I did last time. Get us to the freaking playoffs. That is all I care about. It really is. It is all I care about. It is all I want. Is for the Raiders to just get to the freaking playoffs. I don't care if it's winning the West, the AFC West. We have the potential to do that. We do. But I am just going to go the short game. I'm going to go the safe route and just say that we get the wild card slot. Make it happen, Raiders. I have faith in you. This will be a success if we can just get to the freaking playoffs. Honestly, there is a lot running for this entire season. A lot of Raider guys that are posting YouTube videos everywhere are saying it, and I am agreeing with them. This is a get to the playoffs now kind of situation. But what do you guys think? Go ahead and comment down below about that. Anyways, guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the new kind of format that I'm using. I hope that I hope you like the music. Fruity Loops. And I did the entire thing. Doesn't it sound good? But yeah, we are back, and I am happy to be back. Big shout out to Murph's Fan Cave, which features the RFR radio and everything. I love you guys, and you guys have helped me. You guys have helped me out through a lot. And not only that, but just getting back on the horse to do some more Raiders recap videos. A big shout out to you guys and whatnot. That's it. That's it for this episode. Thank you guys very, very much for watching. And I will catch you later. Bye.